Hello there, everybody. Hey. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? I just literally just jumped my tail right on in here. I was like, let me do a quick live. I haven't been live in a hot second. We're going to let some people kind of filter in. I wanted to do something really quick to discuss the new moon that is occurring tomorrow, February the 11th. It'll be at its height here Central Time at 1:03 p.m. So that means 2:03 p.m. Eastern, noon 12:03 p.m. In Mountain Time, and 11:03 a.m. Pacific. So hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hello to Facebook. Hello to the YouTubes. So I figured before I got really super busy doing a few other things, I would come on here and chitty chat with y'all. I hope you all have been having a fantastic week. We're going to finish up the fire signs for the Mercury retrograde readings. And the reason why I'm doing them this week is because this is the week really that is like pivotal for a number of things. And if you've been watching them at all, you've seen me chit chat a little bit about kind of the major party that's going on, right? There is a party going on in Aquarius. So you guys, you're going to get used to seeing me live again, for goodness sake. So here we go. I'm going to start sharing, hopefully, my screen. I want to bring up there we are. Let's bring this up. So hopefully you guys can see that. Can you guys see the chart and everything? How's it going, Tamika and Vanessa? Hello, Allie Kane, and hello, Inspirational Touch. As y'all file in, come on in and say hello. This is really a transition. I mean, okay, we've been talking about this fifth dimensional, this 5D, fifth density energy. And holy cats, is this for reals, like the real deal? Okay, good. So I'm not that's bigger than me. That's what I wanted. This is the real deals. Like, this is some serious fifth dimensional energy going on. And it's super intense. We've not seen this happen for at least since the early 60s, so at least 59 years. And I feel like it's probably been longer than that. This is a very simple chart from the moon's perspective. Okay. Hey, WD. And I'm going to do a little drawing on here as people are coming in. Okay. As people are coming in, we're going to do a little drawing, and then we're going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to draw some more. So I want to highlight some things that are happening here. We're going to make this about 3. Hey, Miss Emma. I want to highlight this whole huge party. Whoops. Let me undo that because that's not a highlight. Here we go. This huge party here that's happening all in Aquarius. Hey, Ceresia, and I want you guys to begin to think about these transits in a different way. And the reason, hey, Bethany, I haven't been live in a while. So you ain't missed much. I ain't been live in a while, but y'all know the retirement is real. The retirement from corporate America is real. Okay. And it is happening as of Friday. So we'll talk about that too. But let's get back to this, because I'll talk about me later. We have to start looking at the transits in a different way. And what I mean by that is this. If we do believe that we are moving into fifth dimensional existence or a fifth dimensional vibrational set point. Hey, Miss Melissa. Oh, WD. I'm happy to say your name. Say my name, say my name. Anyway, the jukebox is playing. But if we truly do believe that we are moving into fifth density energy, right, as time goes forward here, as we're into this age of Aquarius, or the very beginnings of, or kind of the transition between the age of Pisces and the age of Aquarius, if we truly believe that, then we also have to, I feel, now this is a thus saith me. You could choose to do whatever it is you want to do. But for me, it is incredibly important then to start to relate to the transits and the energies that are coming onto Earth in a bit of a different way. We have to start looking and interacting and assessing and interpreting them from a 5D perspective. Now, what do I mean by that? As I've said at the beginning of each of the Mercury retrograde readings thus far, and I'll say it for the last three that we're doing tonight into tomorrow, we can no longer look at things like a Mercury retrograde as in the simplistic fashion that we've been looking at it. Because up until now, with the vibrational set point of the Earth, okay, it has been very kind of cut and dry in a lot of ways. It's been very, if you're looking at it, you know, from a personal standpoint or a mundane standpoint, very cut and dry, right? We're thinking about stuff again, you know, the intellect slows down. Don't make a whole lot of decisions. This is the time for you to review things. Don't do any short-term travel. You know, your car could break down, stuff like that. Hey, Psyche. It could, right? That's just kind of the way it is. And we had to start so new moon, very standard. New moon, what do we do? Everybody probably will be able to say this in unison. What do we do for the new moon? We set intentions for at the new moon, and then we release all of this great energy and things at the full moon. That's very third dimensional linear thinking, because it's when this happens, then this. When this happens, then this. When this happens, then this. When this happens, you do this, you don't do this. Very linear thinking. Fifth dimensional life is not linear. It is past, it is not constrained by the fourth dimension. Are you following me? Are you listening to me? It is not constrained by the fourth dimension, being time and space. So since it is not linear in fashion, 3D is still a linear thought process and a linear existence. 1D is a dot, 2D is a line, 3D is a cube that is born from that line, or this flat square, right? 2D is flat, like your paper. Your paper, when you write something down on paper, you're writing in two-dimensional, 2D. The cube, right? Things that have shape and depth and width and height to them, that is 3D, but it's still based on a linear process. Okay? A linear process, all of which is under this 4D bubble. This 4D time and space. This is how we understand spatial relations and mechanics and all of these linear thought processes. Hey, Sarah, that's how we understand them all, is by, right, 4D restrictions on all the dimensions beneath it. Fifth dimensional thought energy, life, existence is beyond time and space. Now, we are still having a human existence as a higher dimensional being. However, there's a lot of us that are listening to me right now and that will hopefully hear me later that will completely agree with and comprehend and understand that you incarnated in this earth. Hello, Connie in Germany. That you incarnated on this earth in this form at this time to assist humanity to ascend to 5D. Okay? And during this time in Aquarius is the transitional time. This is the new age. Now, if that is the case, then everybody, if that's the case, then why are we still looking at the transits from a third dimensional perspective? We got to start relating to them on a higher perspective. So this is where I'm going to take you here on this little journey. I had to let you know where we were going as we're going along in the path. So here we have the new moon in Aquarius. Here we have Mercury that has this is from tomorrow at the height of the new moon. Bethany talking about they don't deserve the ascension. Child, sometimes I be feeling the same way, but we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, and there's some people that are going to get stuck in the 3D and we're not going to be able to help them anyway. There's some people that are stuck in the 3D right now and just trust and believe we're not going to be able to help them. And we'll talk about it someday, very soon. We're going to talk about being stuck in the 3D. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Things are going to get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Right? Okay. Here we go. New moon is right here, right? New moon is the moon and the sun conjunct. This is the moment where our emotions and our feelings should not be ruling everything, but it's time for us to get our emotions and our feelings in line with who we are. The sun representing our divinity, our seat of power, our very essence. Okay? And all of mythology and all of spirituality from the beginning of time when we knew it and from before, the sun has always represented that supreme level of divinity, that life-giving divinity, right? That life-giving energy. All right? So this is your own personal life-giving energy. And it's time for you to get your emotions or the energy that you set into motion that emit from you in line with who you really are. Why are we still out of alignment? So at this new moon, let's get into alignment in Aquarius and begin to get in position. Begin to get in position. So the first thing you really need to know before this new moon hits tomorrow, if you're setting intentions, set the intention that you are going to get into position in 2021. You are going to assume the position. You are going to play your part and your role. Hello, somebody. Play your part. Okay? Play your part. Okay, get yourself in your position on the field. Now, as you can see, Mercury here has just passed the sun not too long ago in retrograde, and the moon has come up on it. And by tomorrow, this is where it'll be. So the moon and Mercury retrograde are pretty much right about conjunct right now. So in Aquarius, though, if I'm thinking from a 5D perspective, this is not just giving us a chance to review and rethink what we're thinking here. This is giving us a chance to get our emotions in line with what Mercury has already, the messages Mercury has gotten from the sun, Love my Leo King. Love him. Love him. Love him. Leo King. I learned this from Leo King. You know, with Mercury just circling that sun, that sun that's the closest, and it's represented. You're kind of like by Hermes. It's just kind of like it's the messenger, right? Mercury is the messenger. Mercury is the charismatic one. Mercury is also the one that for Virgo carries plans, right? And those plans can be changed and mutable and adaptable. So Mercury is now coming back, and it's hit your emotions. So if you've been a little emotional today, hey, Miss Cameron. If you've been a little emotional, hey, Miss Connie, emotional today, there's a reason. There's a reason. If you've been like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this person mess with me no more. I didn't had it. This is wasted energy. I'm not gonna send my energy towards this person no more. We through. We good. We good. Because it's not benefiting me any. It's not helping me assume my position. It's not helping me at all. So it's giving you the opportunity to say, is the energy you are sending out, is it of your highest good and for the highest good? This is this whole concept in Aquarius, right? Is it for your highest good or the highest good? And what, might I ask, are you manifesting? This is another kind of review time to look and see around you. What have you manifested? It can bring old opportunities back around. It will also bring up confirmation of what you thought maybe was not truly an opportunity from before. And we're going to get to that in a second. So get this this is like get your okay, wait, this is the thought. This is the higher thought. We need to be thinking from a higher perspective, what's good for the collective and what is our part in what's good for the collective. Because if you think it's just going to be us, you know, there was an old saying in the church, us four and no more. If you think it's just going to be us that's coming into this understanding and understanding, I got a whole nother thing for you, baby. It ain't. It ain't just us. There is many, many thousands, tens of thousands, millions, millions upon millions upon millions that are going to be coming into this realization and awakening. And we have to be prepared, as those of us who have started out before them, we have to be prepared to assist them on their journey. These are why we're doing things like that Lightworker Academy and all that. This is why we're doing this stuff. I'm not just doing it just to do it. I'm doing it so that we can train up more, and then you all can go out and impact more people, right? This is my role in the collective. Hey, Carolyn. This is my role in the collective. You have your role in the collective as well. Now we're going to keep going. Mercury retrograde. The next thing that's going to happen. Oh, I almost forgot. At the full moon as well. Here we go. We're going to have Venus and Jupiter conjunct in Aquarius. Who do you love? Are you sure? Right? This is not just who do you love? Hey, Miss Audrey. This is not just who do you love? This is what do you love? Yes, what is the most loving thought? This is not just who do you love, this is what do you love? What really makes you happy? I asked that of my enrollees, my prospective enrollees. What really makes you happy? What really makes your heart sing when you think about doing it? This is also loving gifts and abilities that are being opened up to you. They're in this, and they're not being opened up to you just so that you can, I don't know, have a successful, channel or something like that. They're being opened up to you so that you yourself can then take those gifts, right? And you can utilize them for the highest, greatest good. A lot of us here have gotten a lot of downloads and information towards the end of 2020, maybe all throughout 2020. It shook our very core. For some people, it shook your core economically. For others, it just shook it just all the way around. There was a whole lot of earthquake and lots of shaking happening. Okay? There was a lot. We had to re-examine ourselves. We were in sequester. We were in by ourselves. I can't say the Q word because I don't want them flagging. But you understand what I'm saying? We were by ourselves, and yet we were in this together, but yet we were the human contact, human touch, baby. Hey, Red Violet. Right? That was kind of a thing of the past. You couldn't hardly get close within 6 feet of nobody, or you weren't supposed to. So we've had to rethink who we are, what we are. We've had that time. Hopefully you took 2020 and began to reevaluate that. And now we're in this age and in this stage where we're saying, okay, wait a minute. What I thought was so very important, that job that I thought was really important, that this, that, I mean, I don't, all any and all material things. And there's probably some relationships y'all thought were extremely important that ended up going by the wayside by the end of 2020. And I know I'm telling the truth. There was a lot of shaking. That's right, shaking like Shakira. Shaking like a salt shaker. I mean, there was shaking going on. There was like a succession of tower moments all through the end of 2020. And now we're here at the beginning of 2021. We haven't even left the first quarter yet. We haven't even left the first calendar quarter yet, but we're in the last calendar quarter of the astrological calendar. And now it's time for us to take this moment and review. If you think about it, it's almost a year ago to the day. Almost a year ago to the day that the Ronas became a thing. What have you done in the last 12 months? This is giving you an opportunity not just to look at just the general, review. This is giving you an opportunity and an illumination of the fact that your position in the collective is not only just imperative and important, but it is critical mass for your fulfillment. For you to show, exude, and emit the love, the universal love and light, the universal life energy of creation. All of creation is singing. The angels are waiting for the sons of man, right? We're the sons and daughters. We're the ones they're waiting for. And this alignment is telling me, hey guys, hello, this huge party that's going on in Aquarius. Can you please step up to the plate? It's your turn. Can you please step up to the plate? Can you just get here? If you just take a step, it's amazing what Source will do when you take that first step. That's it. So what is it that truly not only makes your heart sing, but you know that you have the greatest amount of creative, healing, loving, supportive, elevating, escalating, ascending energy? This is what we are here to do. This is what we're here to do. We're here to be that individual. And with the new moon, the conjunction between the moon and the sun, and the conjunction between Venus and Jupiter, this is the time for you to say, I'm going to do it. I'm going big. I ain't going home, baby. When I go home, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. Yesterday washed away, right? All my sins were washed away. You know my kingdom awaits. And they've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home, coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. Are you coming home? We're calling you home. Okay, we're calling you back. Come on back home, honey. We have things for you to do. There's big plans and there's big ideas and there's an impact you are to have. And it is important no matter if it's impacting 10 or it's impacting 10,000, the impact is still the same. Do you understand? So all those great big dreams that you had at the end of 2020, now Mercury retrograde is coming on back. And at this new moon, it's time for you to set them as intentions and put it out here. Because your economy is not ruled in the same way it has been ruled. Let me get to that next part. And now here we have Saturn here in the party. Now, by the time Mercury gets past all of our big ideas and how we can exude and show and display and create that love and that light energy that we are meant to for the expansion and elevation and ascension of humanity, it's going to truck right on back. And it's going to get over there to Saturn. And what Saturn is, now that Saturn's free from Capricorn and the restrictions in Capricorn, what Saturn is doing while working with Uranus and Mars over here in Taurus as a square, right? Square, because this is square in all of this. That Uranus in Taurus, Mars and Taurus energy over there, that's saying, we got to go, we got to go. It is time. It is challenging you to renovate, to elevate, to evolve what you are doing on a daily basis, how you're making your money. Truly do what it is you love to do. Truly do what it is that makes your heart sing. Truly do what it is where your greatest creative abilities are on display. Hey, Marcia. Where your greatest creativity is, hey, the Aries. Where your greatest creativity is on display, where you are revolutionizing who you are. And Saturn, now that it's free from Capricorn, is saying, guess what? I can build a whole new foundation. We could do this a whole new way. This is new technology, fifth dimensional living. Your economies are no longer dependent upon third dimensional provision. They are going to be, and they are right now, dependent upon what you can manifest and how you do it. What can you manifest and how will you do it? That's where your economy is. What are you going to pull down from up here and bring down into the earth? And are you going to do it a new way? Or are you going to be stuck and say, well, I can't do anything until I do this X, Y, Z? Really? Because I don't operate like that. I do not operate in that fashion at all. And I will tell you from personal experience that the minute you step out in faith, the minute you step out and you say, I am walking in my purpose from this moment forward, and you begin to make the proper plans and arrangements for that, Spirit, Mother, Father, Spirit, Source, Creator takes it and runs with it. Takes it and runs with it. Hey, Tamika. Hands down. Spirit is the best employer you could ever have. So these are the things you need to understand here coming into this new moon. 1, check yourself. See what it was that by the end of 2020, you knew this is what you were meant to do. See in 2020 what it is you were meant to do. Second of all, make sure that your plans are to do and to execute your purpose in the fullness of your purpose and not just by what your third dimensional linear thinking can conceive of. You are a higher dimensional being. Please start living as such. Please do. Thirdly, you must begin to do what you love and begin to accept the new gifts and abilities as they are being opened to you, as they are being presented to you, and as you are being able to walk in them. And when I say gifts and abilities, you know, we've talked about DNA activation and all these things, and we'll talk more about it in the very near future. But there's a lot of you that are going to start walking in gifts and doing things and spiritually that you're like, I didn't think I could do that. Well, gosh darn it, yes, you can. Hey, Lenny. Yes. So it's time for us to do that. It's time for us to walk and live and operate as fifth dimensional and higher beings that are having a human experience. Let it truly be as it is above, so below. There's absolutely no reason why you can't do that. And then Saturn, right, in Aquarius with all this fabulous energy, is restructuring our very foundation. Our very foundation. Now, I'm going to play something really quick and then we are going to go on and I'll take a few questions because it's time for me. I'm going to have to fly. So, here, hopefully, you guys will be able to hear this information. Here we go. Register today for the Be the Light virtual retreat, February 19th through 21st, 2021. This is a powerful spiritual activation weekend, complete with Reiki attunement, spiritual warfare training, how to access more of your gifts and abilities, and much, much more. Go to www.heartofinspiration.net today to register. That's www.heartofinspiration.net. See you there. Hello. Did you guys hear any of that, what I said during that little piece at all? And if you didn't, I can explain it to you. What's going on? Sit down. Go upstairs for a minute. I'll be upstairs in a minute. Were you guys able to hear that about the retreat? Okay, good. Close my door, please. I'm sorry, guys. Close my door, please. Go close my door. I'm so sorry, the 6-year-old. So sorry. Okay. So the retreat is happening not this weekend, but the following weekend. So excited. It's $297. And so go register at www.heartofinspiration.net. We are going to go on and get you Reiki attuned. This is like a great first step into stepping into your purpose. Reiki attunement. We're going to be teaching you about accessing your abilities. We're going to be teaching about spiritual warfare or defense. We're going to be teaching you about crystals and their usage. We're going to teach you about, starting like your spiritual practice, and much, and doing a healing practice and much, 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 much more. So go register for that. Also, those of you that do know, hopefully, or do not know, we are offering a spiritual counselor and energy healer certification. Okay, so you can become a certified spiritual counselor and energy healer. There is a link below in the description box below if you want to book a 15-minute phone call so that I can begin to discuss with you enrollment and what we need to do to get you enrolled. Okay? Yes, child. Hey, Jeanette. All right. So does anyone have any questions? I have about 15 minutes for questions. I'm going to put the I'm going to post the link here into the chat. You can click that link. You do not have to come on the video if you don't want to. You can just come on audio and come on, get up in there. Okay, good. If anyone has any questions or anything like that, feel free to jump on in. Okay, feel free to jump on in. Any questions? This was really good. This was really good. Okay. All right, guys. I was waiting for some questions. All right. Well, thank you very much. You guys will start seeing me live more often now that I am retiring. I love when Jeanette shows up too. Thank you guys for being here. It was really, 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 really amazing. I just enjoyed doing this again. Oh, here we go. Do you know what it means to have a 6 for a life path? I do not. However, this Sunday, so you guys are going to get the special um early bird. This Sunday, I am having Dr. Danny Harris on the Sunday Soul podcast. And he is a numerologist as well as a energy spiritual counselor, in his own right. So save those questions. It'll be this Sunday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And save those questions. We're going to have some discussions. We might end up doing it live now that I see that there are questions. We're going to have some really cool discussions about a number of things energetically here during this time period. And the title of the podcast is Be Your Own Bay. So he is really profound in falling in love with yourself before you fall in love with anybody else. But even if you're already a couple, like the two of you being complete in and of yourselves and within the couple. So don't miss that. I'm going to post that pretty soon, the link to that, and we're going to have that. It's going to be awesome. That is going to be awesome. Okay, let me find the other question. Okay. Okay, just wondering, when a person passes away, can you make contact with them? Absolutely, you can. Absolutely. That's what mediumship is all about. Absolutely. Some people, we should wait a while. I want to connect with your dad. You want to connect with your dad? I don't believe that you have to wait a while. I don't believe you have to wait. Hey, Lisa. I don't believe you have to wait at all. If they're ready to contact you and you're ready to contact them, again, time is different. Time is different. When you've crossed the time space barrier, it's not the same. They don't look at it. To them, it might as well be 1,000 years, right? That's what the Bible even says, that to God a day is as 1,000 years is as a day, and a day is as 1,000 years. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, you don't have to wait. Jeanette, there was a moment, I think, that there's some moments I missed my dad so much when he first passed, and I still do. But I tell you, my dad would not come directly to me at first. Um, my dad wouldn't come to me directly first for a long time because he was just very concerned that I could not handle it emotionally. It took him a long time to come to me directly. I again, when it's spiritual traditions, there's some things we really just need to like let go of, guys. There's traditions and things that are happening right here in spirituality that we need to let go of. I've had people come to me the same day. I've had people come to me as they're passing. So a lot of times I could tell you for sure my dad would not come to me directly for years because anytime he tried, I just broke down crying. I couldn't handle it. Exactly. Yeah, Allie, I completely agree with you. I believe that he'll come through other people first. Hey, Miss Marilyn, we're gonna get on out of here. Yeah. Best friend lost her husband. He came the same. Yep. Yep. So, yeah. I'm sorry for your loss, sweetie. I know it feels like forever, but he'll come to you. We'll start doing more lives, guys, and maybe we'll do some mediumship one night very soon. One night very soon. Yeah, a lot of times they do come with signs. They, it would be a bird or it'll just be like a song that comes on the radio or yeah, it's the craziest thing. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Okay. All right, I've got to get going, huh? I do not go live on. I don't know what do I need to do to go live on TikTok, Allie. I don't know. Do you need a certain amount of subscribers or followers? I have no idea what I'm doing on TikTok. I got to put some more readings and stuff up there. I just haven't done it yet, dear. My best advice for tomorrow is to meditate tonight and really become very clear about what your direction is and become very clear about, as clear as you can be just about your next step. That's my thing. And again, I'm calling in 100 light workers in 100 days, guys. Like I'm dead serious about that. 100 light workers in 100 days. So if you feel like you're one of the 100 and you're ready to get to be a part of the certification course, then I need you to follow that link in the description and book a 15-minute call with me. And so we can talk about enrollment. But you got to like listen to your higher self, what is of your highest good, and don't be afraid to step out into what makes your heart sing. Thanks, Allie. 1,000. Ooh, child, I'm way far away from 1,000, girl. We got squirrels going on. So we have to listen. And the one thing I can say is those that have gone on don't want us to not live our lives. If there was anything I could tell you that my dad really wanted me to understand, and then my grandmother, when my maternal grandmother passed, there was a number of messages that I had to give to my mom, and it wasn't as easy because my mom doesn't believe in like mediumship yet. But anyway, she still think that's a bad thing. But the main thing was for us to not. They want us to live our lives because once they're outside of the third dimensional, like it's a whole different ball game. Like they get it, so they want us to live our lives. So don't hold back because of that. Don't hold back. Okay. All right, gang. No, he does not want you to suffer. He wants you to find your strength. He'll be there for you and he'll be there to support you, but he wants you to find your strength, honey. Miss Cameron, I could see that the squirrel is your spirit animal, child. I can see that. Good night, Lenny. Good night, lovely. It's very early for you. Thank you for joining. We're going to get better about going live. One step at a time, dear. One step at a time, Miss Jeanette. All right, guys, I need to get rolling here. I've got someone that's not having an easy time of it right now, and I need to help her. So I got to get rolling. Hey, Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. my time, 10 a.m. yours. Good night, Miss Connie. I'm glad you could catch me. Just text me and let me know. Love and light from Montenegro. Hello. All right, guys, let me get on out of here, okay? I love you all. I'll figure out what we're going to do for the retirement party. And yeah. I will figure it out. We'll hang out a little bit tomorrow or Friday night, okay? All right. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity, guys. I love you all so much. Namaste. Bye, everybody.